Welcome to Get Involved, the podcast where we explore the world beyond the classroom, empowering students to make informed choices about their lives after school. I am your host for today, Obam Telemata, and today we are tackling a pressing question: WAEC and JAMB, is age just a number or a determinant of academic potential? On Thursday, July 18, 2024, the Minister of Education, Professor Salim Mamman, gives a directive that students under 18 years should not be considered admission in the tertiary institution during the 2024 policy meeting of Joint Admission and Matriculation Board (JAMB). Salim Mamman declared that JAMB is hereby notified that there is now a ban for those under the age of 18 years from our tertiary institutions for 2024 admission. This resulted to a suit filed on Monday through Chikeze Elijah, Esquire. Opara asked the court to declare that age restriction for sitting WAEC or JAMB examination, as contemplated by the ministry, is unlawful and unenforceable, as it amounts to a gross violation of child's rights to education. Joining me today are two exceptional students of Sacred Heart College Abimebodun, Agabi Treasure and Monique Fidelia, who are currently in SS2 and SS3 respectively. Welcome, Miss Treasure and Miss Fidelia.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Miss Mata.
Thank you, Miss Mata.
Let's dive in. So, Miss Fidelia, you're currently in SS3, and I think you've heard about this news. At first, what were your reactions? How do you feel about it?
Okay, thank you, Miss Mata. When I first heard it, I was taken aback, thinking it would work. But at the same time, I'm going to be affected if this policy is going to be adopted, knowing fully well I am not up to the age of 18. But I also saw it as an opportunity to cover up my lapses academically and maybe paraventure, learn some life skills that will be beneficial to me, to my family, and maybe to the society at large. So that's what I see to it.
Oh, wow. So, how, like, what is the reason behind the Federal Ministry of Education adopting this policy? Or is this your point of view actually the main reason the Federal Ministry of Education adopted this policy?
Yes, I think this is probably the reason why the Minister of Education adopted this policy, because this will be a time for the students to acquire some skills and maybe paraventure cover for their lapses academically.
Wow. So, Ms. Treasure, what do you think is behind the Federal Ministry of Education adopting this policy?
I'll start by saying I don't see any solid reason or any concrete reason why the government is going to adopt this policy, because first of all, why would the government be depriving students from their fundamental rights to education? So and these students now, they are educated, they are smart, and they are fast learners. And moreover, this skills acquisition center she talked about, the question is, are these skill acquisition centers, are they actually working? That's the question.
Um, so, Ms. Fidelia, if I get you correctly, you said that period of waiting they should
Yes,
learn skill,
skills acquisition,
life
yes.
skills acquisition. How sure are we that the government will provide well-equipped skill acquisition centers and trained personnel in all urban and rural areas across the nation?
Well, definitely they can, but the Minister of Education said it's a work in progress. But don't you think everything should not be the sole responsibility of the government? We have individuals who are well to do, who can single-handedly assist the government, or why can't some individuals team up with the NGOs to provide trained personnel, equipped facility, both in the rural and urban areas across the nation?
So, Ms. Treasure, do you agree with what Ms. Fidelia just said?
I don't actually agree with what she said, because this sole individual she talked about, some of them will not be willingly be able to support the government with this policy. After all, what concerns government policy and these sole individuals, they don't actually match. And moreover, by the time these students decide to learn these skills, after making money from these said skills,
Yes.
they will decide not to go back to school because of the kind of money they have gained or they are
Exactly.
earned from this kind of skills. That's actually my point of view.
Okay, let's just say we want to adopt this 18-year system of admission. What do you think should be the way? Like, how would you How do we make it like work? How do we make it work?
Okay, during that period of waiting, it will be a time for these students to get exposed, but they say exposure is maturity. We see cases in the uni whereby students still go report minor cases to the school management, which is uncalled for. So I think adopting this policy will help build our teenagers' mind.
So, Miss Treasure, do you agree with that?
Yes, there are different cases where we see students being to report to the dean because of uncalled or minor cases in the uni. But let's take a look at other countries where we see a 13-year-old a 13-year-old boy, which remains the youngest PhD holder in in the whole wide world today. He's a PhD holder at the age of 13. Okay, let's go to America, where you find um, a 14-year-old boy who invested our television set, which we use in our modern
Modern
days
day.
this day. And let's also look at British, when you find a 5-year-old boy invented a sweeping device which we all use. And also these um uh, students, we feel they are young and too timid. I don't feel that way, because even an Android phone, you will find a 5-year-old boy or a girl able to operate an Android phone even when our so-called adults can.
Wow. So, our dear viewers, what's your take on this matter? Should this policy be adopted? You have heard from our both guests. Let's consider our policy makers. Where are their children, and at what age are they bagging their degrees? Don't forget to comment. It's, your comment is vital as to save the next generation. See you same time, same channel next week. I remain Obam Telemata. Thank you.